Okay, we are back. Awesome. Let's see if we can move these assets from one project to the other and optimize this a little bit. Oh, finally, I'm getting some rain. Because it was very humid. Now it's getting a little bit colder. That's awesome. Okay. So we need to migrate area number 4, 5, and 6. And we should be good to go. But it's taking a little bit too long. So I think we're gonna do just number 4 for now and optimize the rest. Then we can migrate the area 5 and 6, which are going to be a little smaller. I think number 4 is the biggest. Another optimization stream. I want to try the dialogue system today and see if we can get some cool NPCs with dialogue. That'll be very, very nice. This one is taking a little bit too long. I think maybe we can probably work on the main project meanwhile. Make the lights explode. Kind of reminds me of some like supernatural kind of like scary games where the lights just flicker and then explode. But besides that, it doesn't really make sense to have them exploding. This one is taking a long time. But I think we can work on this one for now. Let's see if we can oh yeah, these doors, we need to change those doors. Totally forgot. So yeah, let's see what's going on here. Let's get rid of this white. Ooh. Yeah, let's see if we can optimize a little bit while we wait for the migration to happen. Okay, how are we doing here? Terrible. So I'm gonna push this one out. That just helped a lot, but I still see some intersection here, some attenuation radius intersection. Why is that happening? If there's no other light in here, why is it going white like that? Do we need to make it? I don't see any other light. Let's get the cone a little smaller. Oh, I see. Does it really help? Nope, not much. There's light coming here, but I don't see where it is. Oh, I see where it is now. Okay, yeah, this that's not good at all. Oof. It's good that we are making a horror game, so we can have darker areas, even though this looks pretty bad, to be honest. Pretty bad. Oy. Okay. Maybe we can get the other radius, the other angle, a little bit like that, and it's gonna intersect a lot in here. Okay, Why is this white? I mean, there's no light in there. Like, what the hell? Why are we getting light white in here? Oh, it's coming oh, it's coming from far away. Oh, okay. It's coming from maybe this one. Even with megalights, I think this is what was crashing the project. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit just like this, kind of like a little rough, just to try to get rid of this white, and then we gonna try if we can match it up a little better. Oh crap, this is bad. Okay, yeah, this needs to be actually very, very tiny. Can I just copy these properties? I don't want to change the instance because not all these blueprints need to be the same. There you go. Order. This is totally white. That's what is causing this issue? Is it this thing? Okay. And we are having some... Oh, I mean, I cannot even see what is causing what. We're having some lights. This looks kind of funny, to be honest. Just little spotlights everywhere. Kind of cool. Like, I mean, with some yeah, it's way better, obviously, because it looks terrible. But okay, we are getting attenuation radiuses overlapping from the other floor, most likely. Okay, then we can come back here and get that one. And let's just make them super tiny for now. Sweet. Okay, let's see what is going on here. Attenuation radius. Okay. Yeah, the really crappy ones are coming from above. Industrial area number 3. One of these must be causing the issue. Okay, I see. Right there. And actually, I'm just going to select all of this. These are the ones causing the problem. Just look at this. Oh my god. Oh, terrible. Attenuation radius. Let's make it very tiny. Actually, do we need those? Let's get rid of those. That looks way better without those bunch of lights, and then we can actually work a little bit here on this lighting. let's go back. How is the migration process going? Ooh, what is this? Oh, nice. At least we're getting green, bluish. That's better. Okay, I see more white stuff. We don't want white. Industrial area number 1. Huh, okay. I appreciate it. Yeah, now I'm doing optimization, trying to get these attenuation radiuses not to overlap. So each light has like its volume where it kind of like lights things up, and you don't want that volume to overlap, because if it overlaps, it's bad for performance. You can have some overlap, but you need to be very thoughtful about how much overlap you want to have, and this is not very good. When things go white like this, it's extremely bad for performance, and we want to take care of that stuff. So let's see what's going on here. And oh, I see what's going on. So we're gonna change the attenuation radius of these lights so they don't go over the floor. Okay, that's a good number. And we're gonna make them a little bit tinier. It's gonna look very, very bad, but after that we're gonna actually start making things look a little nicer. Just wanna get the first kinda like put these lights in place, then we can adjust and take some decisions where we can actually have some intersection and make it look nicer, because now it's gonna look pretty ugly. And we're gonna have a lot of dark spots. So I wish I could just copy all the light values. I remember you can do that with other lights. I don't know why the spotlight, like copy all properties in category. I remember doing this with other types of light, but with the spotlight it seems that it kind of like doesn't like to do it for some reason. So we need to kind of like go. We could probably copy the blueprint, make a different instance, and just modify it based on the instance. That's another solution, instead of doing one by one. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna modify them basically one by one. So it's kind of like the same thing, just to get the desired effect. It's gonna make more sense to just go one by one. Probably don't need so many lights, that's another thing. But it's a good exercise, to be honest. Be doing this stuff, it's a good exercise, because what I had before was just too crazy. Okay, nice, we got this migrated, so we're gonna copy and paste the area number 4. We have 6 areas for the industrial facility. So I'm just gonna finish these lights, just trying. Or we can just turn the lights off and use a flashlight for the character. That's another. that's another thing. Took me a couple of months to build this environment. I didn't model the props, the models. Just building the thing took me a couple of months. It's a very big environment. I did a couple little things here and there, like doors and stuff like that, but most of this, maybe 95% of it, is just assets that I've been collecting. Okay, let's see, attenuation radius. Nice. Blue. You want everything to look blue. The problem is that when things are blue, it's just too dark. But no problem. We're gonna figure this out. Just need to be more careful with the attenuation radiuses. Yeah, definitely. Replication is very complex stuff. Attenuation radius, cone. Damn, so many lights. I think I'm gonna use less of them. Too many lights. We can definitely simplify this stuff. Can probably leave some of them as emissive just to fake it, and have some other ones that are actually real lights. I'm going to kind of like give it a first pass of optimization, trying not to overlap too much. It's gonna look pretty ugly, but then I'm gonna watch a tutorial on lighting from a Ubisoft artist and see if I can pick up any tricks, because I saw some cool stuff. That he was making. Okay, let's see what are we getting here. Okay. Super dark, but at least we are getting greens. Here we're gonna get some reds, purple. We want to try to step away from purple and white. If we can keep it like orangey in the middle, at least that's way better. We are not gonna get blue, but if we can keep it like orangey right in the middle, I think it's gonna run pretty nicely. So yeah, I'm not sure why is it getting. Oh, it's just the visualization. It's overlapping each. I see. That's confusing. So it's actually green, but if you look through another light, it doubles. That's kind of funny. Okay. So no, actually it's very good. Things are very good. It's funny that the bad word it's right here instead of like keeping it maybe in the middle. It's like, no, this is bad. Okay, yeah, this room needs definitely some work. Again, I'm not gonna get it. No, I'm building the environment, like building Legos, you know, like putting stuff or already existing pieces together, just like a Lego, right? You open a box, you mix it with other pieces of Lego, you open another box of Lego, and you keep mixing them. Attenuation radius. Sometimes you go on retexture stuff, sometimes you do go and modify a little bit with modeling tools. But mostly it's just building a Lego. Okay, cool. I think we got this going on. This is very nice. So let's try to bring the other part. Part number 4. Okay. Look at this attenuation radius. This is killer. That's why the project was crashing. Even though I was using megalights, which is a new technology, let's say, from Epic Games. I'm making a sci-fi environment for a exploration, horror, survival game kind of thing. And now I'm trying to get some of these construction that I made on a previous version of the project to the newest version, which I'm optimizing. And I think we copied that, and now we should be able to just drop this. Now it's a little bit too dark, doesn't look very good, but we're gonna get the lighting way better. Just trying to make sure that the light is not intersecting. We're gonna change those doors, and I wanna just get the area number 4, which goes here, and I think we should just drop it, and it should fall into place. But not inside the blueprint. Oh my god. Yeah, blueprints are kinda annoying sometimes. Like edit like blueprint actor blueprints. Okay, let's click here outside the blueprint, and let's drop it here. Okay, cool. Now we got that, and we have a bunch of other lights to optimize. It looks very nice like this, but the attenuation radius is terrible. You see, you wanna get rid of those white spots and purple spots. You wanna make it look green at least. So it's gonna look way darker than this. I'm not sure what you mean. If you're talking about the RPG engine or what. Okay, before doing this, we actually let me go and make a folder, because we want to keep this inside a folder, organized, and this is gonna be area number 4. Area number 4. We're gonna put it here. Boop. Number 4. Nice. We are missing just 2 areas, and the idea is to get this lighting but make it optimized. A little bit darker though, a little darker. Nice. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna get rid of these point lights. Don't need that for now. I'm gonna try to do it only with this. Just super quickly, not gonna worry too much about it. Just gonna get a super basic light, just so the room's not totally dark. Attenuation radius. There you go. We don't want to go that far. Oh my god. Jesus, this was too crazy. Yeah, we want this to touch the ground so it doesn't go through the other room. Okay, we're gonna make it here. Attenuation radius. Yep, just so it touches the ground. Attenuation radius. Awesome. Okay. Should probably have one instance per room, so we can modify them all at the same time and then work from there. But I will end up with like 1,000 blueprints. So anyways, that's cool. Pretty creepy and dark. That's nice. And then we're gonna keep working from there with some filler lights. But I just trying to get rid of the attenuation radius intersection. We want these volumes not to intersect each other as much as possible. Then we're gonna decide where we are going to intersect them, because you cannot really get away from it. But you can be very smart on how you're gonna deal with it. Okay, that's a little better. And we kind of have too many lights. I believe that we could definitely use less lights. That's also just gonna help things a lot. Again, we can make lights static. It's gonna help with performance as well. All right. Then we can do some filler lights. Let me see, we have this room. Oh yeah, this is a big layer. Let's see, oof, okay. And it ends there, okay. This is a big chunk. So, yeah, let's just finish this attenuation radius and then we can go. Okay, here we don't have those anymore. I'm gonna just get rid of those. I wanna use actual practical lights. Yeah, no point lights. We're gonna use actual lights like this. Yep, makes way more sense. just gonna clean up this bunch of stuff. Yeah, it really I didn't took too much effort into lighting this up. I was like, let's just fill it up. But now we are actually going to light this properly. Let's get rid of that. That one as well. We're gonna use practical lights because they look way better. Okay, nice. Now that's very nice. Performance. Let's see how much. How is the frame rate doing? Let me check the other project. So area number 4, we can hide area number 4, and we are missing area 5 and 6, and we should be good to go with this building. Then we are going to do the research facility and the cryo chamber, and we should be almost there. Then I'm missing the enemies, and I'm also missing the another area that I am not gonna do right now. It's an area that I'm working on, some kind of like food plant validation. Okay, so yeah, there's another area here that is like some kind of like scrapyard kind of thing. This is very. I just started this. It has almost no props in there, so it's okay. The one that I really want to check today is this one. So okay, let's leave that here. I'm just gonna stop the real-time rendering, and let's see what are we getting. Okay, it doesn't want to go full screen. Okay, seems like it doesn't like to change windows. The playtime is way slower, I can tell that. Okay, we're getting around 80 frames per second. 90 depending on what you look. 120 if you look at the ground. Obviously there's nothing to render. Okay, but if we can keep it at 80, I will be very happy, because then we can add enemies, VFX, all the cool stuff, and still get some good frame rate. Okay, it's looking nice. A little dark. Some spots are very dark. That's why you have your flashlight. You can explore. So it's gonna be a little bit of a exploring game where it's kind of nice to kind of like shine on things. So we cannot really expose everything. Yeah, kind of works in my favor. So we don't need to really like light everything. There are some very dark spots that I'm like not super happy about. I would like to have some light right there. Like these ones might be too dark. Let's see what can we do about that. But yeah, I'm getting 100 frames per second, 9 milliseconds per frame, up to 10, 11. Not bad. We are definitely doing great with frame rate. And I think we could probably make it darker in some areas. In this monitor it does look darker, to be honest. I think this one is brighter. The contrast is a little higher on this one. Okay, here's where things get a little bit ugly. It's a little bit too dark, to be honest. Yeah, too dark. We need to adjust this for sure. But yeah, definitely not getting any issues with frame rate. So the problem was the lighting. It was not the meshes. It was not the amount of models, the poly count. It was absolutely lighting. That was what was kind of like slowing down the project. Oh, okay, we got oops, little frame drop there. I'm not sure if the data layer logic is still working on these doors. I think I took it off. Not sure why we got a frame drop right there. I'm gonna change these doors. I actually got the new ones. '80, 90, getting very good frame rate. I love how this looks. It's so nice. This is one of my favorite rooms. So cool. I like this to be dark. It's not gonna be super dark like this, but definitely goes way better with the vibe of a scary game. And did we deleted the lights here or not? I think these are, no, it didn't modify the lights here, and I'm still getting very good frame rate. That's awesome. Yeah, here we started deleting everything. So yeah, let's get the lights a little better. That's sweet. Yeah, let's delete those. And then we're gonna get the proper lights. Okay. Right here. What is this? Oh, okay. We need to cut that out. So yeah, let's get area number 5 and number 6, and then we get the doors, and we focus on lighting, just so I don't need to. Just so we stop actually going from one side to the other. Gonna select all actors. These are a little smaller, so they should be way faster to move. We're gonna find the assets by control. Ah, that's not part of that place. Huh. Okay. So control B. Take some time. Yeah, we need to browse these assets and migrate them. Then we can just copy paste. Once the actual asset exists in the other project, we can just paste it right there. So it's gonna be very easy.
Ooh. Okay, nice.
Okay, I think these ones are the assets that are making things a little slower. Yeah, when it says gathering dependencies, you know it's gonna take a while, but no problem. Just gonna push it, and then we can keep working on the lights on the other project. Okay. Let's go back to area number 2. Where is area number 2? We might not need to use data layers on this one. That's nice. Light health. Hey, how's it going? Working on optimization. Trying not to get any light radius or attenuation radiuses to intersect too much. I'm gonna make this area a little bit more creepy, darker. A little darker and creepier. And yeah, I'm just trying to work on performance. Now that we know that it's running very well, we can give ourselves a little bit more space to make it look a little nicer and intersect the radiuses a little bit more. And see if we can make it look a little nicer, a little more natural. Yeah, I'm doing great. I just had some ice cream, some coffee ice cream, because it was super humid and hot. And thankfully we got some rain, but it stopped again. I wanted to rain, because when it rains it really cools down. But now it's humid because it rained a lot yesterday, and all this water is just rising up again. So also, I really like to be on the computer when it rains. It's very relaxing. So let's see. Oh, I probably need the other lights, to be honest, that I had. Well, let's play with these ones first and see how much can we get. Yeah, combined with the extreme temperatures. Yeah, we don't want any hailing. Yeah, that was crazy. I was in primary school when we got hailing here in Costa Rica, where Usually we get normal rain, not hailing. You get some hailing up in the mountain, but it's very rare and it's very tiny. Might not even be considered hailing, but let's see. Detonation radius. Inner cone. Outer cone intensity. Okay. Just as long as it doesn't look like a theater spotlight, I'm fine. Nice. Netherlands, that's awesome. I think it's not gonna be very problematic to have this intersecting a little bit. I think it should be fine. Outer cone. Just again, so it doesn't look like just like a theater spotlight. Like I don't want these like super rough edges. Detonation radius. I cannot see. There you go. A little bigger. That does look like some kind of very defined spot. Dynamic shadow crossing. Yeah, that's what we don't want. Dynamic shadows, those are killer. Let's see, transform static. I think we're using static for everything as much as possible. Really trying to go static. Just to see if we can actually hit good frame rates. It's gonna require some work for sure to make this look nice. Let's see how are we doing. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just working on Unreal. It does take forever to play. We definitely need to use data layers so we don't get to load the whole thing at once. That's gonna be nicer. Let's see. So we do have darker areas. and we have brighter areas. I do like this. This light color looks a little greenish. I need to check my light colors. They look very a little bit different. Need to get those going. Here, I'm probably gonna put one of those lights maybe around here. But yeah, little by little, there's not much change in frame rate actually. Yeah, so you can actually intersect lights quite a bit. Maybe because they are static, I'm not getting much issues with it, but definitely dynamic lighting. Yeah, right, the cables look so nice. I love that stuff. It's like you're just showing part of the prop but not the whole thing, and if you want you can go and light it up. It does feel like Luigi's Mansion, where you go and shine the light on things and stuff. I kind of like that vibe. Kind of like that vibe. It's like, oh, what is this? Huh? Oh, what is that? Kind of like that. Adds to the kind of like mystery exploration vibe. But we do want to get away from these these lights. This is circus theater spotlight spots in there. This is too much. I think these lights are just too close to each other. Okay, let's give it a quick relight. Yeah, super sharp. So I just made all the lights very tiny, very tiny, just to see how much it affects frame rate, and I'm going to push them a little bit more and more and see if I'm hitting good frame rate. Just want to see how much does this impact the frame rate. Here we do, here we're gonna have some intersection. Just really experimenting. I'm kind of like rebuilding the project piece by piece and checking frame rate. I really want to pinpoint what's actually messing my frame rate, because now I'm getting very good frame rate, but I think it was just dynamic light attenuation radius just intersecting too much. I thought like, oh, I'm using mega lights, oh, I can just go crazy with it. It turns out that, well, it's not like that. Especially if you're using volumetric effects, it just doesn't like to have too many sources of light intersecting. Yeah, and we probably don't need to have 4 lights. We can probably deal with 3, most likely. So we're gonna keep cleaning this up little by little. Just wanna make it a little thicker here. Oh, that one is the, yeah. It's super nice how the other radius pushes the inner radius in. That's kinda cool. It looks not very sweet, but let's go little by little. Okay, let's see. We're getting orangey spots, some red spots here, orangey and red. Let's see how this goes. Still very dark. Still very dark. We were getting around 80 frames per second. Let's see how much are we hitting right now. I think we're hitting the same thing. Yeah, going down to 80. To 100. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really affect the thing that much. So it's okay. We can go a little bit more. Can make this look a little nicer. Yeah. Getting some shadows in there. I think it works. Okay. No, I think we can probably get some very good lighting and still hit those frames. Yeah. I was kind of like freaking out about not using mega lights, but I'm like, I think we can do it. Just requires some thought, some more effort. We're gonna change those doors, and yeah, we need to relight this thing. But it's cool. It's gonna give us the opportunity to make it way more creepy. Because this is too dark. Alright. Cool. Let's go here. Poof. We're gonna change these doors. Just need to replace them with the new. So let's get area number 5 and number 6 in the project, so we can just finish with the industrial area. Okay, so here is area number 5. We're gonna migrate this, and we don't want to overwrite anything. This is gonna take some time, so let's go back to this project. I cannot see anything. And after that we can get area number 6 and then get the doors and start just focusing on lighting. Where we at? Yep, right here. So let's go. Oh, I cannot see. Where is it? So here. Yep, let's start pushing things a little bit more. What is this? Okay. Does it have? I think it has an angle. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit more. I'm gonna go a little bit wider. That's a little bit, maybe too much. I do want to hit this area. I'm not sure if I will be able to hit that one. No, I don't think so. This light looks greenish, too yellowish. I don't know. Some looks kind of weird. Need to change that color. Okay, we need another light here. I think I'm gonna use, yeah, that one. But I want to get this color, some kind of like beige, yellowish. This is not the one. This is more yellow greenish. This is more more warm. It's too intense. It's overexposing things a little. Yeah, I do need rest. Yesterday I yesterday I went to bed very early and I woke up at 5 a.m. Was a weird night yesterday, to be honest. Which is kind of nice because today I will go to bed early and hopefully get a good night of sleep, because I like waking up early, because you get this kind of like very energetic and focused, you know, the morning focus. I like that, waking up early, getting stuff done. We should probably use it around here. That's kind of cool. I like the cables a lot. I want this light to shine a little bit on the cables and a little bit on the boxes. Attenuation radius a little smaller. Jesus, this blueprint, I forget to work with blueprints, blueprint actors. You need to select the parent, because if not you move their components and you make a mess in the scene. Okay, we're getting some dark spots. Yeah, I knew the lighting part for the interiors was going to take some effort to get looking nice. Okay. I think I'm gonna get this one somewhere here. Okay, I'm going a little bit more Yeah, I'm going a little bit crazy with the amount of lights and everything, but let's see how much it hits performance. Let's see. We can actually take it. Because I mean, we are in an interior area, so we can always do the trick of data layers. We can always just hide stuff and load each individual room. A little bit like Batman Arkham Asylum. You open a door, it loads what's after the door, you unload what's behind you, and you keep going. So it's gonna be, can really improve a lot the frame rate with that. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Just showing a little bit what they're, what we have in there. I kind of like these super dark areas. Kind of cool. You don't see that in games a lot, where things go like very dark.
And we are getting great frame rates. Yeah.
Hitting 100, full screen, 100. So I think we might be able to hit 60 frames per second with the enemies and the VFX and the fog and all the cool stuff and the sparks and all the little things. The destructible objects and all the little cool stuff. I think we should be able to hit 60. But again, the more optimized we make it, the better. So I'm kind of happy. Seriously, been learning a lot about optimization lately, and it's actually working out. This is a little bit too dark for my liking, so we're gonna see if we can get some of this light in here. Order cone, attenuation radius, right there. Is the inner cone, Oh, that's the gradient, okay, yeah, so we need a bigger inner cone. Attenuation radius, bigger inner cone. Okay. Okay. Now we're going a little bit too much. Yeah, I do like that nice fade into darkness. Oh. Okay. Way better. I mean, this is what I'm trying to get rid of, this kind of like dark spots. I do want to have dark areas like this corner stuff, that kind of is okay, this kind of works, but these two little things here kind of like don't feel very nice. Oh, gotta make sure that the rotation is right. Inner cone. Oh, that's why. Okay. It looks not so sweet. Yeah. It means that we need to have a smaller inner cone, bigger outer cone to have some kind of gradient. I think my grandma just came. So yeah, we can go a little harder with the attenuation rays. Let's see. I wanna just push. Oh, we got a crash. Yeah, performance. We lost. I think we lost a couple frames. I think we lost a couple frames. No, I think we're fine. Yeah, this looks green. This slide looks green. I'm gonna change all these colors, but yeah, I think it doesn't really. It's not really affecting much, to be honest. I think I'm gonna just be more chill about it, to be honest. This is overexposed. We don't want that. But yeah, little by little. Gonna get the rest. Yes, it's gonna look very cool. So I'm gonna look for some references. I'm gonna watch some tutorial videos on this. I'm gonna get this lighting banging. Oh, that door needs some revision. We got some blueprint funkiness going on right there. It's not supposed to close in my face like that. Okay. Nice. I like this. It's coming together. Okay. Yeah, very proud of this area. Needs still a lot of work, but it's coming together very nicely. I will try just to bring the area 5 and 6, which are smaller areas, and yeah, I think I'm gonna probably take it easy for the rest of the night. Awesome. Area 5-6, research facility and cryo chamber, and we got this area going. And I can't wait to get a response from Oh my god. We got a new update for the RPG engine. Jesus. 42 data assets were removed. Oh crap. It's okay. Let's just focus on the environment. Yeah. While we get a more stable version. Network predicted movement. This guy is asking for too much, I think. What did they do? Oh my god, I don't know. They're just simplifying data assets and just making things. I just want my bug to be fixed. Jesus. Yeah, I'm just gonna focus on the environment for a couple of days, cause yeah, don't want to stress with this stuff. Yeah. Where's the thing? News. Yeah, 42 data assets were removed. Now skill tree is structured differently. Instead of data assets, a database is used, which is way more convenient. That's nice. Organizing a little bit the thing. Let me see the instructions of the update. So, as long as I understand, this is the one I'm using. It says 6.6, 5.6.3, but it's actually 0.2. He sometimes gets the numbers different. So the question is, does this version has this update? That's the thing. I don't know. And this one is called 5.6.4. Okay, cool. We are good with that one. And 27 pages of instructions just to get the update. No, I'm not doing this. I'm just gonna do the same trick I've been doing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. No. I'm gonna get something wrong and something's just gonna stop working. So I will wait for just gonna wait for for a stable version and do what I'm doing now. Now that I have everything on a separated map, it's gonna be way easier to update to the newest version. Oh, Jesus. And I think that I'm not gonna be updating much, to be honest. Yeah, because it's just not really letting me go, not letting me progress too much. It's just too many updates too fast. I mean, it takes me like 3 days to update the project. It's not really working for me. Um, yeah, gonna work on the map until we get a stable version, then make a final update and just stick to that thing, because it's just too much to be honest. I'm refusing to use the locker to change skins. Yeah, there were some issues with that one. Yeah. There's always something to do, so I mean, there's no excuse just to put there's no excuse to wait for the updates. I mean, I can work on the map. I can there's so much I can work on, so no, it's no problem. Let's just wait for a stable version and deal with that. Gasp is very complex stuff for sure. Okay, well, it's nice. It's nice. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna push these things over. Just gonna push area 5 and 6. Gonna take it easy. I mean, yeah, if you wanna make integrations with other things, it's definitely gonna take some effort. Integrating stuff is always tough, especially with such a complex template like the RPG engine is. Okay, let's try it one more time. Okay, let's get this into the other project. Okay, I'll be right back. Ya se trolls aqui que tá. Okay, okay. Let's see what's going on here. Migrating. Okay, poop, 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 poop. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get those going on. I'm not sure what he means by that. That looks cool. Now they explode. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not sure what he means with the version numbers. That's very confusing, to be honest. Anyways. He posted this at almost 5 p.m. And I don't see the update. Oh, it is updated. Oh, let's try it. Let's see if it's fixed. Let's see if we got the thing that I was talking about, the weapon. No, they just smoke and flicker. Nice. I'm not sure about smoking lights, to be honest, but oh, okay. Let's test this new version. Jesus. Well, so far it's fine. Like, I haven't done anything that I cannot move over. When they flicker, they normally throw sparks, but the sample sparks are endless and sparks floating. Oh, okay, so you're adding sparks to the flicker. Oh, that's kind of cool. Did he fix my bug or not? I wanna see. Come on, let's get it. 5 p.m. we got an update. Let's check it out. Before we do this, actually we can close this other project, so the migration is gonna be a little faster. Oh my god, it's too hot in here. It's too hot in this room. Let me open up this other door. Let's get it, let's get it. My grandma is keeps feeding the dog things that the dog should not eat. Okay, I think we might get it fixed. Yeah, I think he got that fixed. I almost positive. Yeah, another update. Yay! Oh my god. Yeah. Like the smartest thing to do, to be super honest, is to just work on the map in a separate project, in a separate map. Don't touch any logic. And when I have that finished, merge that, migrate that to the latest version of the RPG engine. That way I don't need to redo stuff. But it honestly, like the things that I've done, I can honestly do them in maybe 1 hour or two. That's not the biggest issue. I think the workflow that I'm doing right now, it's probably the best. Yeah, that's my point. Work on the map. Don't use any logic. Don't use anything that references the blueprints from the template, and then we can just merge that into the final version of the template. That's probably the smartest thing to do. Because this is gonna getting updated over and over and over, which is great. Okay, I think we got the migration going. But I wanna test the template. This version, that's bad. It actually has a terrible bug. Terrible bug. Let's see if we got our thing fixed or not. This makes sense because he was changing a bunch of data assets and data assets and a bunch of other stuff that I think broke it. The weird thing about this bug is that it worked super nicely for me for like an entire day, and then suddenly like poof, stopped working. And I got like two different errors that I could not reproduce. So, oh, now it's called UMT. Huh. What does UMT mean? I don't know what UMT means. I'm not sure what UMT means. Huh. Okay. We can commit those changes. UMT sounds like mutable. I'm not sure. I don't know why he called it UMT. Another mystery. Another episode of the RPG Engine oddities. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay. What are we going to do? Yeah, let's test this one super quick. And I'm going to just get this thing going. I think, yeah, let me get a drink because it's too hot in here. I go and touch the dog, and the dog has like a piece of cheese on its head. Like, oh my god, my grandmother's just giving my dog food, but without anybody noticing. That's so fun. Okay, come on. Installing Python dependencies. What the hell? What Python dependencies? That's strange. So okay, we got the migration going for area number 5. And we're gonna get let's just get it here. Infinite RPG engines open opening. Balancing act on his head. Yeah, it's funny because my grandma, like, she gives food to the dog without anybody noticing, because I mean, she gives the dog almost anything, and there's a lot of stuff that you should not give a dog, and so she goes like that, and like then you see the dog, and the dog has something on its head. It's kind of funny. Yeah. It will be nice to get like a taller chair for my dog to sit right next. You should give her an Oscar for it. No, and the funniest thing is that, you know, like, usually dogs, they shake it off and like they kind of like get it off, but oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, now with this camera that like moves around, we should be able to feature my dog. Or a game award. That's funny. Installing Python dependencies. What the hell? This new version of the RPG engine comes with some Python logic. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, is the Ultra Python charged version. What is this little thing right here? Oh, it's the light from the beginning, I guess, or the other room. So here we should be able just to copy this once it's already migrated. So I think we can go here and just paste it, and this will be area number 5. Just want to make sure that I can see where it gets pasted and make a folder to keep things nicely organized. Okay, right here. So it should drop right there. Boom. Okay, cool. And now that it's selected, we're gonna go plus and make a folder. And this is gonna be area number 5. Nice. Area number 5. Great. And we're gonna just save this thing. Then we're gonna get area number 6. And that's it. And then we can get those doors, but I think it's the room is too hot today. I don't really know why it's so hot. Maybe because it's a very humid day. And this is area number 6, and it ends somewhere here. Yep, and here's where the research facility starts. That's gonna be awesome. Okay, so let's get area number 6. Area 51. Okay, cool. Let's before doing area number 6, let's test this out. Okay, area number 5, good job. We don't need this data layer. And this is area number 6. And we're gonna just select all actors. Look at these attenuation radiuses. It's like, and we want to get rid of the enemies. Very important, we cannot have enemies, which is called Sphera, or how do you call this enemy? Skeletal. Oh, this is a cool character I want to use. Blueprint. Character, enemy, ranged. Yeah, this one. That's the hard one. This is the medium. I believe we're using the medium one. These two we need to delete. We cannot move them. Select all actors. Oof. Yeah, that's why I was getting crashes. Look at this attenuation radiuses. It's very impressive, to be honest, that this was running with megalites. Megalites is actually very impressive. Okay, before Control C, we need to go Control B to browse these assets, make sure that we have every single dependency in the other project. And while these things, I want to check if this actually got the bug fixed. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, and it's not a meta-human version anymore. Okay. Very, very cool. They got us the non-meta-human version back. I knew that meta-human version was messed up from the beginning. I was like, I don't like the meta-human version of the project. So let's see if we actually got the bug fixed. Shoots, go back. It goes back and shoots. Yeah, we got it fixed. Awesome. Oh. Is that a new bug? No, everything's fine. It's just that this one takes a second to go to the side. I kind of want to change that. It's too snappy. Don't really feel right. Yep, this one is perfect. And I'm gonna actually test it a little bit more before doing anything. Oh, it has like an aim. Oh, it only aims when you... Oh, that's a new thing. I mean, who is able to survive that thing? I believe this is I should have waited just a little bit to update. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. It's fine. I'm just complaining too much. It still runs like rubber band. I don't like the left-right leaning. Yeah, right, it moves a little bit too much. It feels kind of weird. Check the rocket launcher. Man is able to, and I know why. He has nothing in his head. It's empty. It's an empty shell. You said the rocket launcher. Yeah, let's test the rocket launcher. This bug I haven't reported this one, but when you shoot, it shoots down. Oh, they changed it. Good. I knew somebody was going to complain about it. I'm glad I'm not the only one like reporting bugs. It used to go down very badly. Now it goes straight. Ah, that's awesome. Yeah. That means that the robot that is using a rocket, I have a mech that shoots a rocket launcher. We got the PC spec questions today. My computer, it's very special, very special. It has a that's awesome. Yeah, they fixed the rocket launcher. My computer, it's very special. It has like a very different branch of NVIDIA GPU. It looks kind of like this. Very similar to this. Kind of. And when it gets hot, it goes like this. I'm running. I'm sorry. I'm running a 3080 RTX. That's funny. So yes, we got the fix. We got no metahumans. We got the rocket launcher. Beautiful. Just going to tell Weber that I'm very happy with this. This version. Yeah, I have an AMD Ryzen 9 5900, 128 gigs of RAM, and NVIDIA 3080 RTX. Which provider are you using for saving your backups in case of Unreal 5 crashes? Which provider are you using? What do you mean by provider? Like source control, or you mean? I'm using a Git to as source control. I'm not using the cloud. It's just local. It's just so I can revert in case I need. Let's see if we can migrate this here. And we don't want to overwrite anything. This is the last migration of today. Too much migration. took me too much. Look at these attenuation radiuses. It's like, no. But we're gonna get that. Yeah, I don't know why this PC had so much RAM. I got this PC from my friend, and I don't know what he was using this for, but it was a good deal. I hope he was not mining crypto or anything. That explains the CPU overheating. No, I do need to clean my PC. It's a little bit messed up. I have them like open just like that, so I need to go dust them off. But I believe that I'm getting crashes not because of temperature. I think I'm getting crashes because of this attenuation radius. My computer is like, no, because I read some forums and you can get a shutdown, not a crash, not an Unreal crash, but a computer shutdown with ray tracing. If you're going too crazy with with ray tracing. Okay, let's see if we can get this last migration. Oh yeah, we got the update. What's the most time-consuming part of creating games? Overscoping, probably. Changing your mind a lot and updating the RPG engine template over and over. Probably. That's the thing. But no, like overscoping for sure. That's why people recommend having a game document where you write what your game needs to be, so you keep yourself inside a scope and you don't do anything outside of it, which is the hardest, especially when you're working alone. You get distracted by the latest and shiniest toy, and you're like, oh, I want to have that in my game, I want to add this or do that, or that's the most difficult thing probably. So keeping things small and simple, it's the mantra, and it's tough. It's tough to keep things small and simple. Most time consuming thing is thinking of the name. Hey Zero, how's it going? Yeah, in my case, the name I'm going for is this game is going to be called Sci Wars. It's like Star Wars, but from sci-fi, so Sci Wars kind of thing. Kind of like generic name, to be honest, but it's kind of like easy to remember, kind of simple. I think it kind of works. Yeah, there's so much censorship going on right now, right? Like even the ads that you used to see in YouTube, they're getting censored and stuff, and they are actually censoring not only like mature content in games, but also gore and violent content. Like for example, Silent Hill got banned from Australia, which is such a shame because the game doesn't really have anything too crazy. There's kind of like some gore, like there's some parts where you can like rip somebody's face off and stuff like that, but I mean there's movies that do way worse than that, right? So it's kind of crazy. I don't know, this censorship stuff is getting a little strange. Thankfully, I'm not gonna have anything crazy on this game, but yeah, I do want to get some headshots and maybe dismemberment. I would really like dismemberment. That would be nice. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I never expected like Silent Hill to get banned in such a big country like Australia. That's very weird. The potato PC. You know what's funny? Like I was getting some errors in Discord, and when you go and let me see if I can find it. I was getting some errors, and when you click on like help and stuff, you get this image. Oh, damn it. Where is it? Oh, right there. Potato. And it's like it's like some kind of like hamster that looks like a potato with a headset. This is such a funny image right there. I love this thing. Definitely gonna get an NPC called Potato in my game. What do I think about Unity? Personally, I don't like Unity. It's just too. I mean, the whole thing that happened with the royalties and stuff, just the user interface, the crazy amount of versions Unity has, and it's just very confusing, to be honest. I used Unity once for a work for an artist. I was applying for a level design, not a level designer. I was doing set dressing, just kind of like, kit bashing environments. And they asked me to do a small artist in Unity, and I had a rough time. Like, just making the simple lighting look good, just making a simple environment look good in Unity was such a pain. Just rendering some camera shots, it was like tutorial after tutorial. And people say that there's like a big Unity community, but I mean, I feel like maybe Unreal has a bigger community, more documentation, better forums, better Discord channels. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't done any 2D games. I think you can do 2D games in any engine. I've seen some very cool stuff from Godot engine. I also have seen some realistic 3D graphics coming out of Godot. Godot is actually very impressive. The fact that it's open source and stuff, it's kind of like very impressive, to be honest. But Unity, I don't know. It just I didn't like the experience, to be honest. Oh crap! Okay, we got a crash. I'm getting so many crashes just by migrating stuff. That's weird. Yeah, let's try to do this one more time, and I'm gonna take a break. I don't know why this room got so hot today. I think it's just the humidity, probably. Yeah, I mean, I just don't like the UI of Unity, and but don't get me wrong, like any game engine, it's a tool, right? Like, you can do super awesome things in any game engine. It just depends what you feel more comfortable in. Like, I heard that people who know how to code with C sharp, I think it is, can do a lot of things in Unity. They feel like very comfortable in Unity. But for an artist like me, Unreal is just very friendly. Just the whole blueprint aspect of it, which I'm like a super beginner with blueprints and stuff, but it kind of like, it's kind of nice. Like, the other day I managed to use the Ultra Dynamic Sky, which is a plugin to kind of like have different weather effects and day and night cycles and stuff. So I got like a custom skybox on the Ultra Dynamic Sky, and I made it go. I changed its brightness following the time of day, so it goes from 0 to 1 at midday, full brightness, and then it goes back to 0 when the day resets. So it was kind of nice. Like, I looked at some tutorial and I couldn't figure it out. Then I looked at some, like, I Googled it, and then I kind of like pieced two things together and I made it work, and it was like, whoa, that's kind of cool. I was not expecting to get that working. So it was kind of nice for somebody like me who doesn't know, any code or math and stuff. Okay, let's try this one more time and see if we can actually send this thing. I want to update the project. Oh my god, I can't wait. I've been like doing this for like 2 days or maybe 3 days already. I mean, yeah, Godot is super impressive. It's a super young engine, and definitely it has a long way to go and stuff. But I mean, I've seen some very cool stuff coming out from Godot, so it's very impressive. The fact that it's open source is like, that's very cool. I think that's probably the nicest. It's like Blender, right? It started being like, like the 3D app that like not everybody, nobody took seriously, but now Blender is killer. Like Blender is like, it's super powerful. Like, so I think the same thing is gonna happen to Godot. It's just gonna get very good. Okay, let's give it one more try, and let's try to migrate this. I'll try to close the other project so the migration is gonna be a little faster. Wow, that's crazy. That doesn't make any sense, but that's awesome. Like, I didn't know that Epic Games gave Godot a mega grant. That's very cool. that's a cool, interesting story. Need to research on that. You never know who's gonna get a mega grant. Like this guy who is using the RPG engine, like he's on the Discord of the RPG engine. He's he made a cinematic with Unreal, and he got a mega grant for making a cinematic. His work is super awesome, but I was kind of crazy. I was like, wow, that's very, very, very impressive. Sometimes, I mean, you just need to apply for it, and you never know. I think they're trying to diversify their mega grants a little bit, because if you are trying to get a mega grant for a game, it needs to be something outside those lines. It needs to be something more outside the field of gaming. I think you might have a better chance. They're trying to diversify and see if they can get Unreal into other areas. But yeah, that's kind of crazy, getting a mega grant for giving a Godot a mega grant. Kind of cool. Yeah, I still don't know why this one takes so long. It's probably because the little items I had in here, the food and water and all these little interactables, I think that's why it's taking so long. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might just leave it here, because this might take some time, to be honest. Also, I was going to get help with a coordinate system, but I'm kind of tired tonight. I think, yeah, we should probably do it tomorrow. The nonsense that you get here in the non-verified user channel. Potato stuff. But yeah, let's see if I can do this migration and then continue tomorrow, because I'm not sure how long this is gonna take, and the room is getting too hot. Hopefully we will get some rain soon, and it's gonna cool off a little. But anyways, oops, the camera got close again. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Good night.